Working class people vote Tory because they think it makes them look a bit posh. I'm a bit of a loose cannon, but it keeps everyone on their toes. To me, singing is like a freedom. It's a very therapeutic thing. It's incredible. I can just lose myself. It's sort of like meditation. The first writers I knew about were Motown's Holland-Dozier-Holland. I do really good banana bread, and I make a chocolate cake with fudge icing that's bloody delicious. I did work incredibly hard, but I think there's a certain element of luck. My bed is my weird little haven. It's like a deflated tent. If there's one thing I wish I'd done differently, it would be to have invested money in property. I like to keep everyone happy. I feel like it's my responsibility to do that. I've always been very emotional when I sing. I suppose you have to be careful what you sing, because you might have to do it. I was probably about 4 when I really wanted to start singing. I go through phases with money. I'll spend it liberally and then I'll panic and won't spend anything. I'd like to have more tolerance. Let's face it, I have a fun job at the end of the day. My mum used to listen to Motown. Diana Ross was my first singing teacher, really. I just sing along all the time. That's a part of human nature that men and women, women and women, whatever your sexuality, you flirt with each other, and it's completely harmless, and it doesn't really mean it crosses a line. You can tell where it is. The Manchester music scene was very male-dominated. I think women were just accepted more as songwriters when they sat on a stool with a guitar and had scruffy hair. It was quite insulting really, because it was like saying that if you're pretty and slim and glamorous, there's no way anything could be going on between your ears, you just like doing your makeup. I like to tinkle at my piano when I'm working out a new song. I just put my fingers down and see what comes out. There was a period in music that didn't suit what I did. I didn't fit in. When I make an album, I love to spend a long time making it and put my heart and soul into it. You know that something is good, but you never really know how good. You always underestimate how much of an impact something is going to have. The fame thing made me run, it got out of hand and I needed to go away. Some women can go 12 cycles of IVF and not have a problem. They love babies. They want to have a baby. It's all-encompassing. I did it just 3 times and then I was out. I realized that I didn't want a child. A really happy kid. I would go off on my own a lot and live in my imagination. When I got my school report back, it always said, Lisa should try a little harder because she always seems to be in a different world from everyone else. We never want to toe the line. Deeper feels like we did when we made the first few albums. It's got that excitement. It felt like a voyage of discovery. It's quite amazing how obsessed everyone is by Strictly Come Dancing. I don't watch it, so I don't know anything about it. I really don't have an interest in it, and people think I'm a freak because I'm not obsessed by Strictly Come Dancing, but it just doesn't appeal to me. I'm really sorry, but I can't get into it. You get treated like a complete pariah if you don't like things like that. I don't watch The X Factor. I don't watch The Voice, so I wouldn't want to do them. I don't want to do something just to be on TV. If I did, I might as well just go on and put a meat pie on my head. If I go on TV, I want to be doing something I want to do. People say to me about my music, it got me through college, it saved my marriage, it helped me to come out. It's wonderful to be part of someone's life in a big way. I feel so comfortable and at home in the studio. You can't have artistic freedom if you have to think about 7 different aspects of your own job all the time. It must be very, very exhausting. I do admire a lot of artists now who are completely multifaceted. They're doing 7 different jobs all at once and it doesn't seem to faze them whatsoever. It just astonishes me completely, and I have nothing but admiration for them. You have to say no to a lot of people, and when a lot of people are telling you what you're doing is a bit rubbish, you just have to have the courage to say, no it isn't, and believe in it. You can make a whole album on your telephone, you can make an amazing video too. It's always been the same from a long time ago. It's people with promises and people dangling carrots, and when you're young and impressionable, and ambitious, you want to believe them. I was always lucky because there was always part of me that didn't believe these people. That was one thing about my life and everything I've done really. It's like I've been on a diving board scared out of my life and someone just keeps pushing me. It's like, if someone asks me to do something and it seems like a really exciting project, but I may be really frightened about it, 9 times out of 10 I'll say yes imminently, because then I can worry after I've said yes. I didn't want to be famous, I just wanted to sing. I knew I'd made it when I was sitting on the bus into Rochdale and there was an old man listening to one of my songs. It was fantastic. Falling in love is an absolutely beautiful thing to go through, and why people shouldn't talk about it is beyond me. People compliment me, and if I ignore them, it doesn't mean I'm rude, it just means I'm embarrassed. I used to hate touring, I used to absolutely hate it. I think one of the reasons why was because in between songs I found it difficult to talk to the audience, and now I don't care, I say what I want. There are lots of artists I respect and admire. Whenever I've collaborated with anyone in the past, it's just happened really, I've never actively sought it out. I'm not the sort of person who, if everyone thinks you're fabulous, you thrive on it. Fame made me insecure and insular. I wanted to run away from being me. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.